Welcome to the actual first episode of Michigan to Maui. My name is Rico.
And I'm Maida.
And we live in Maui, Hawaii. So, what do you want to say first about our show?
Well, hopefully it's entertaining, informational.
Beautiful. We're looking for, what's her name? Viata? Oh, I can't remember her name. Giada, what's her last name? I don't know. De la Renta. All right, so
quality, but
we're looking for high quality production here. And thanks to our amazing cameraman.
Yes, our son,
Frederick III. Shout out. Thank you, sir.
I was going to throw some gang signs, but I don't know how to do that stuff. So,
yeah.
So anyway, yeah, so hopefully, you enjoy the different locations that we're going to be in, because we're going to try to hop around different areas of the island, and sometimes we're going to be able to find a nice little spot so you can hear us.
Yeah.
And
otherwise we'll do a voiceover.
Yeah, exactly, because we were going to do it on the beach. However,
impossible.
The wind was just too much. There's kite surfing going on,
which should have been the first clue that it was going to be too windy.
Yeah, but no.
All right, so about us. We're originally from Michigan, both born and raised in Michigan. Detroit. Shout out to the D.
Yeah.
So we met 1995 in Detroit, Michigan at a jazz club called Fuzz Bar and Grill, and we had a whirlwind romance.
We'll go into that on Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's Day, nice.
So after that, we've been married 23
years. Yes.
And we decided 12 years ago to move to Maui.
Not just because, but because we were living in a pretty bad neighborhood where we heard gunfire and
all the time,
and we're constantly taking the kids to the basement so that nobody would shoot through our house. That was a possibility. It was a real possibility that affected us daily.
Yeah, when your neighbors get bullet holes through their window, you assume it can happen to your windows too. We're not impervious.
No.
So
as nice as we are, not impervious to bullets.
Nope. So after leaving Detroit because of the recession, and there was no work to be found in Detroit or anywhere in Michigan for us,
we made our way to Arizona.
We sure did.
In a very quick kind of way. We had basically 3 weeks to pack up everything we owned, move from Michigan to Arizona.
And thankfully, with the help of family and friends.
We love you, family.
We do. They're the best. They don't realize how much their contributions helped us to be able to move to a better location, and that
a safer location for our kids.
Yeah, that actually changed our lives. And for that, many thousands of blessings for our friends and family who helped and said prayers for us, and it was awesome. So we lived there for
5 years, apparently.
Yeah.
We got there in 2011 and we moved in
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
2016?
So we didn't stay there. No, we couldn't have possibly, because we got here in 2016.
Okay.
All right.
So anyways, understand, I had a baby.
Yeah, she wasn't counting years.
Yeah, wasn't.
So we were there for a few years in Arizona, and we came to the conclusion when I got an opportunity to do an amazing project for an amazing client, Jeff, my man. And he really showed me the value of the work that I do, which, by the way, is presentation design. We both work in PowerPoint and Keynote, and now video editing, apparently. A lot more video editing as of late, thanks to this channel. And he showed me the value of what I do for a living, to the point where I was able to get her to commit to moving to Maui, because it had always been a dream for us to move to Hawaii. We weren't exactly sure what island. We knew that we wanted to move to Hawaii.
Because of the safety, the ohana, the how they treat the elderly and children, and just such a safer living from what we were accustomed to, that we wanted for our children something that, for the beginning years of our two oldest, they didn't have. They didn't have the peace and tranquility that most children had. So we were hoping to kind of give them that in their teens, and
Did we succeed, boy?
Yes.
Thank goodness.
And the thing is this, regardless of where we lived, our children still are wonderful human beings. Like they say, I was watching this comedian just today that was talking about you can always tell that you're a good parent by how your children turn out. And that should be your basically your pride and joy. And that's how you gauge a good parent. And yes.
You're a great parent. My God. Look at that.
And that's the thing. I heard that, and that's when I kind of like was like, wow,
so,
we did it.
Yes,
and so we have
totally
great kids, and at some point,
you'll meet them soon enough.
Yeah, at some point you're teaching your children, and then your children take the baton, and then they're just good people. And it's not because of us anymore, it's because they're just good people. So I just want to make sure they get credit because they're just awesome freaking kids when they were younger.
We love you, children.
Still wonderful. Yes, we love our babies. The youngest one is still yet to be determined.
He's going to be good, don't worry. She thinks that just because he's a Taurus, he's going to turn out so much like me, but I'm a good person. People like me. They do.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying they don't. It's my cackle. Anyway.
No, we're keeping that.
So yes, he's a wonderful kid, and I'm sure, because he has great role models in his siblings and his parents, we're going to make sure we have, the trifecta of great kids.
All right. So remember when I said, can we go to Maui?
Yeah.
Do you remember I said, if you just give me 1 year in California, I can get us to Maui?
Yes. And I didn't believe it at first because I knew the cost of living was going to be a heck of a lot more in California. And that's...
We were paying $1,500 a month in Arizona.
And so...
That seemed like a lot to her at the time.
Yeah. So when we left, my biggest thing is don't get us anything that's more than $1,500.
In California.
In California.
For a family of 5.
Yeah. I did not realize...
I showed her the property in Watts.
No, he showed me a couple of properties, and I was kind of slack-jawed at...
The dilapidation of the area.
Or it was just...
It was rough, tough, and dangerous.
Yeah, or there was just not going to be any space. We would have literally been on top of one another. It was really close quarters.
So add another $1,000 to that, and then we found our sweet spot. So we found a great place in California.
$1,000 and $1,100.
Oh yeah, $1,100 more.
Yeah.
I was rounding.
Yeah, well, every dollar counts when you're dealing with rent and everything like that. But
all right, so I get us to California, and I made the promise that we're going to thrive there. I got a job right away. I knew I would. We got to California. We were in this great house in a great neighborhood, a nice, quiet, peaceful neighborhood that was safe for everybody. Eros wasn't in school yet, and so this worked out perfectly. I was working at an advertising agency, and I knew that my promise to Myra was to get us to Maui this year. Give me 1 year in California, and I'll get us to Maui. So after we got our tax return in April, we didn't have any of the money besides the money for the tickets. We videotaped it. I'll show you a clip of that where we actually pressed the purchase for our tickets here. And the next thing you know, I realized I'm only working one job and I need to be working more than this because they're not paying me enough to make this trip. Pay the rent and get us out there, I wasn't doing enough. So I got in contact with all of my old people over at the staffing agencies, and I just started working pretty much constantly, 80, 90 hours a week from my bed, sick or well, it didn't matter. And one thing led to another, and we slowly started purchasing the things that we needed to get it done. And come Halloween, we got the tickets on April Fool's Day, so nobody believed that we were going at all, especially her family. They're like, whatever.
Yeah, I didn't realize it when we posted it. It was because I was like, okay, why is... I felt like, people were throwing shade or something, and I was like, what is going on here? There's like no congratulations, and then someone said, okay, yeah, haha, April Fools, and I was like, oh, no. I was like, I don't play April Fool's games, and then it was like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, and here's the pictures of us purchasing the tickets, and then there was like a lot of excitement, and then it was...
How are you going to do this?
How are you going to do this? Yeah.
And we pinched and scraped and pulled all the money together until we got the the cars out, the furniture out, and we got on a plane on Halloween morning. Not without trial. We thought it was right to the very last minute. We didn't know if we were going to be making it. We hadn't seen the house that we were moving into.
Yeah, because we never been to the island, never seen the property. We just did a virtual walkthrough.
Yeah, so us being here was very contingent on the people that we were buying the house or renting the house from were actually real people renting a house. We didn't know.
We didn't know if it was going to be some kind of scam, that when we got here there wasn't actually a property for us. So when we got here, they said, look underneath the frog, the key.
Our real estate agent got fired that same day.
So when we got here, we were like, this doesn't sound right. Everything sounded very shady. Like,
yeah.
Okay, yeah, she got fired this morning and she's not going to be there. Great.
So imagine getting on a plane without 100% certainty
that there's somewhere for you to sleep.
That there's somewhere for you to sleep. We moved all of our stuff, our cars. We put the cats in a boarding house until we could afford to bring them over. Everything we owned was either already on the island, or we had sold it, or the cats were
going to be transported
later, and so we didn't know. We closed our eyes, crossed our arms, and everything worked out great. Fortunately.
Yes.
So we got here Halloween, and we've been living here for the past 2 years. It'll be 2 years in Halloween.
Yeah, every Halloween, very auspicious day. It's our anniversary of how long we've been here on the island, and it's wonderful.
I love you.
Yeah, I love you too. I should have did it that hand, but
we'll cut that in post.
Yeah, right. So,
so we got here Halloween. We've been here 2 years, and how's it been?
It hasn't been the easiest.
No?
There's times that I'll be honest, when we first got here, just the general splendor of how beautiful and how green, everything that everyone posted on their videos of, you've never seen a sky so blue, you've never seen grass this green, the trees are beautiful, you could see fruit everywhere.
It's true. That part's true.
It's for the most part, it's true. I really thought like there would be more fruit because I want some free stuff, because it's like, come on, it is expensive here.
Yeah, it's really expensive.
My dad, he was telling me, oh, well, I got some avocados for like 25 cents. They're on sale. And I was like, 25 cents? He goes, yeah, they're usually 50 cents a piece.
Yeah, they're not 50 cents a piece here. We've got avocado trees here.
Yeah.
It's like $1 here.
Yeah, avocado trees on the island. And those are, what kind are they? I can never get...
Delicious.
Anyways, there's two types of avocados.
There's the Haas, and then there's the watery ones. I don't know what the watery ones are called.
I think are the watery ones. And those apparently don't have a lot of flavor, but the tiny ones, the Haas, are the really good ones that you get from Mexico. And those are like $1.25 sometimes.
Yeah, we pay $7 for a bag of 5 at Costco.
Yeah,
so you do the math on that. I
bananas.
can't. Too frustrating.
Bananas that you would normally in Michigan, I remember seeing them for 30 cents a pound. They're $1.29 a pound.
Now, to be honest, we can probably go get bananas anytime. We know where they grow. It's right by Arrow's school. We could just totally go over there.
Though that's someone's private property.
She'll say that on every episode, but not every time.
Okay.
Our cameraman, our illustrious son, says he knows the hookup for free bananas. I believe him.
Not telling anybody.
Not telling anybody.
Don't post that here. There won't be any bananas left.
No, none at all. Apparently, you also know where avocados are. Is that right?
Oh, and guava.
And guava.
Yes.
So, yes, you can eat in Maui for free.
Okay, so it's just that he's just been holding it back from us. Like, he doesn't want us to have fresh fruit. He wants us to contract scurvy or something.
Yes, scurvy. He's waiting us out. He's like, all part of my master plan.
Yeah, I want their camera equipment. Oh, look, there's a dove.
Hi, dove.
So friendly.
Get the dove, boy. Get the dove.
You're good.
Don't scare the dove. Jesus Christ.
Hello. Hello.
I don't know what sound you make to attract them, but...
Can he turn? Okay, back to us. So, it's very expensive here. There's, like, when something goes on sale, get it.
Yeah, for sure. No matter what it is.
Yeah, like... In the first episode, we explained about, cans of soup. I said chunky. It's the usually they're like $4.35 a can, but on sale it's like $1.50 or $1.25 a can. Things like that. Whenever you find it on sale, get it. We don't eat canned goods anymore, but airplanes going by.
Yeah, we're like inches from the airport, so apologies.
Yeah, but as far as yeah, we don't eat that sort of stuff, but when it's hurricane season, we just buy whatever's going to last the longest, because you never know if the power's going to go out. A can of soup ain't going to kill us if we have to eat it for a
Yeah, they had
month.
Depends on sale. I bought a box of those. But whenever it's on sale, you just buy it, no matter what it is.
No. Okay, no. So anyway, but is it hard? Yes. Does, when you come outside and know that you can go out into nature and go to the ocean, and I don't really like
Maui is
ocean.
not for city folk.
The,
Well, you see what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you do like the ocean, Maui's the perfect place for you.
right, but like I said, when you weigh the cost of living to the experiences you could have out here, they're pretty, that's what balances it out, so that you go, that's why we're here. The fact that, for me, what makes it worth it is the safety aspect for the children.
Yeah, from the time we've been here, I've never felt safer in my entire life.
Yeah, and
It's worth the cost of living here to feel the safety and peace of mind that I've got. It's peace of mind, priceless.
yes. Now, to say that there isn't crime, that would be, a lie.
Yeah, but we're from Detroit, so the crime here,
It's something that we're accustomed to. Like, it's pretty much, around the area that we're about, it's about cars getting stolen. And
this is lowercase crime here. It's not uppercase crime.
So that's arrows. Everything is either uppercase, which is cool, or lowercase, not great. So it's like cars getting stolen, and that's what seems to happen. There's like an uptick. It's almost like a season, like hurricane season. There's car thief season.
Yeah.
And other than that, like, you'll hear like the rare occasion of someone getting like an actual violent crime happening. It's more accidents
than anything else.
Are pretty much a
people not
constant.
paying attention to the ocean.
And the stuff that you can't help, you should be able to help. If you know that you're not a strong swimmer, don't go into the ocean. Because this past winter,
there was tourists dropping off like flies, man.
There was a record amount of people that lost their lives because they're not healthy enough to be in that ocean. I've gotten into the ocean maybe 2 or 3 times, and that's because I'm not healthy and I'm not a strong swimmer. I'm a strong swimmer. I can float like nobody's business. I can float. But I'm not a strong swimmer, and I can't battle jaws.
Or currents. Really strong currents.
Well, yeah,
you just have to float.
And that's, for me, I can totally do that. But I'm just not trying to put myself in a situation that I leave my children or my husband because, who wants to see him married in 6 months?
Yeah, that's my goal. Classy. Okay, so pro tip as far as tourism and renting cars. If you're in a rental car, don't get something fast and sporty, like, I don't know, a convertible Mustang, because everyone knows you're a tourist, and everyone knows that you're probably going to leave your stuff in the car. If you get a minivan, you're probably going to be a little bit safer because people know that you're with your family, and it's about family here.
Yeah, there's not too many, like, on the side of the road minivans that are getting stolen and stuff. People, but sport utility vehicles, things like that, yeah.
Yeah.
But, is it okay, working here? There's not a lot of work for the things that we do.
No, we're trying to make it, though,
yeah,
as far as getting
connections. We're making connections, like, political connections and business owners, and not really religious folk.
Well, the thing is, they don't have a lot of money.
Yeah, like a lot of places here, if they do, they don't want to spend it because it's
their perception of value is very different than the mainland. The stuff that you would do for somebody to promote their business isn't necessarily, they wouldn't perceive it as, wow, you've done me a great service and I appreciate it, but I can't pay you for what you've done, at least what you're asking for, because A, I don't have it, B, it doesn't seem that valuable to me, and I was making ends meet anyway.
Yeah, so if you ever look at someone, and we've done this several times, if you look at someone's webpage to see their business, they're at least 5 years
behind everybody else.
Behind everyone else, and it hasn't been touched in 5 years.
Yeah.
Like,
they're not down to make daily updates on their website. And presentation, again, which is what we do, we find most of our value from people on the mainland. Like 90% of what we do comes from mainland. And I work all over the country remotely, fortunately. And I love my clients and I love my staffing team. They are the lifeblood of my business and the real reason that we're able to live here.
Yeah, as far as making friends out here, if this is the thing that I've learned. If you're a small child, once you go to school, you'll make friends.
Immediately.
If you're a teenager who just comes here and you're in high school, you'll make friends, hopefully. If you're a teenager out of school, you are searching for friends like Pokemon.
He's like,
cut that out.
okay. Well,
If
you're
you're a teenager who's not in high school anymore, you're searching for friends, and it's really hard to make friends unless you're very gregarious. And even when you are, because our children are very outgoing, they're very kind, stuff like that. People are kind of a little suspicious of people in the beginning. When you first meet someone, they're not sure if they want to be your friend. There's a weird air that happens. There's something that
they sense that you're not from here, and they know that you might not stay here.
Like maybe you're just passing through. So what's the point of creating a bond or a relationship? And that's the thing. Like I'm not sure if I want to. If this is inappropriate, we'll cut it out. For instance, one of my daughter, she made a friend, and my daughter's super sweet, and the girl that she met, super sweet, and the girl she was like, wow, you are really nice.
Oh yeah.
Are you being nice to me because you're trying to get with me? Are you lesbian? And my daughter was like, no, I like guys. And that's one of those weird things that it's like, wow, I don't know what the level of nice you can be that all of a sudden
you're too nice to be
good, or too good to be true. And it's like, no, because for me, like when I went to school and stuff like that, and like when Starbucks came around, or Tim Hortons, not sponsored by Tim Hortons, but they should sponsor me. Oh my God. Anyway,
yeah, they just need to come out here.
They really
plain and simple.
do. I love Tim Hortons. Anyways, like I would get my friends a cup of coffee. Like, hey, here you go. I'm like, oh, thanks. And no one ever thought anything weird like that. But
that's
out here,
a cup of coffee is innocuous. It's one of those things where
it's a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, but out here, I guess hey, you drop $5 on me or something at least. What do you want? And that's the thing. It's like, what's going on there that making friends is a little hard. I've gotten to know a couple of people. And unfortunately for me, it's like as soon as I got to know some people, I got really sick for pretty much a year, to the point that I couldn't really have friendships. I wasn't doing well. And later on, maybe I'll go into that. So making friends out here is a bit difficult. And like I said, for me, having gotten sick as soon as I met some really wonderful women, and I was like, I think I found my tribe, or at least I was trying to start my tribe, and I got so sick that I could not, leave the house. It was like
it was pretty bad.
It was debilitating.
She had an upper respiratory thing that it just lingered forever.
Yeah, which I found out later. It's due to sugar, and apparently it's this weird phenomenon.
And allergens, of course.
Yeah, and allergens. That's another thing. So for me, I got really, really sick, and I am still in contact with those women, and I'm hoping to, get myself to a point where I can start going out and spending time with other people, and, see how people get around here. Because
who would you say are our closest friends? Because the way I see it, most of our friends are in the entertainment business.
Yeah. So yeah.
So we got Eddie, we got Kawi, we got Mondo, we got Kyra. There's a few.
Kevin. No,
Ken. Yep. So there's a number of people in the entertainment business that we've met
because of our daughter. She's a singer. And
I consider the people at the Wailuku Coffee Company my friends, although I have yet to go out with them because, they're not my age group. So I guess someday
it's okay.
I'll be accepted.
It's okay. But so, making friends, it's like we have a lot of, associates and people that, we talk to and have great conversation with, and, you talk story with for a little bit. But, it's a little difficult, but from what I hear, the longer you're here and the more people see you, the more...
The people at Costco love us.
Yeah, they're
Everyone knows me at Costco.
yeah, and I'm starting to get recognized when I go
Jenny,
to
Kala.
yeah,
Sorry.
Terry.
Oh yeah, what's up, Terry?
Yeah, Charlie.
Yep.
Yeah. So the thing is that I'm starting to get noticed at Costco when he's not there, because usually when I'm not with him, these people who are like, "Hi, how are you doing?" Such and such, blah blah blah. They have no idea who I am.
It's like she's been shunned like the Amish.
I could murder somebody in Costco and run out, and no one would know it was me. However, if I did the same murder with him, they'd go, "That's
Yeah.
Rico's wife."
Yeah, that's
It's just, and it's like that everywhere I've ever lived. People just, unless I'm with him, they don't know who I am, which is kind of cool because it gives me a bit of anonymity. But I'm not a freaking criminal, so don't fucking help. See, I cut that.
yeah. Well played.
So
I'm still gonna beep it.
yeah, we'll make it seem like I said more than what I said.
All right. So for people that are thinking about moving out here, one of the most important things to remember is, first off, don't show up with no money. Don't show up with no plan. And if you have a job that you can do here, come here first and apply. Because if you think that you're just going to show up, get a job, and live the way you were living wherever you're coming from, you're sorely mistaken. I mean,
Yeah,
you
and
might be able to pull it off if you're like from, I don't know, Monaco or San Francisco. But really, come here first, interview, have a plan. However, if you're like me and us, we work remotely. So we moved here because we have an income coming in all the time. We're able to work anywhere in the world. And so if you're doing that already, you should consider moving here if you're not city folk. If you're more of a country mouse, Maui's the place.
Yeah, it's wonderful if you like peace and quiet and not so much, not too much hustle and bustle. There's some areas that can get really, fun and lively and stuff like that.
Yep.
Like we have the Maui County Fair that's coming in the next, I guess, in October.
Yep.
So that's the biggest thing of the year here.
Well, I mean,
Comic-Con is coming.
Comic-Con, and there's Halloween
Halloween is huge.
on Front Street in Lahaina.
Right. So there are lots of things, but the biggest thing from what I understand is the Maui County Fair.
All right.
That's from what I heard.
We shall see. We're going to be filming there this year.
Yeah, so we're going to be going there, and I kind of think we hit on everything.
Yeah, well,
the channel, what we're going to be talking about on our channel.
Well, almost. The point is, be flexible if you're coming to move here. If you're from New York and you're thinking you're going to slow down and really relax, there's a good chance you're going to hate it. Unless you have a lifestyle where you're like already in the groove of living a slower lifestyle, or like let's say you live in Los Angeles and you live downtown Los Angeles and your day is like this, and you think that this is the place for you, you're going to be bored. You're so bored immediately. From Los Angeles to here is a shock to a young person's nervous system if you're like between the ages of what, 21 to 30? Oh yeah. I would not say this would be the first place to retire to.
Yeah,
however,
depending on your lifestyle, though.
If you've got a couple of kids and you're looking to keep them safe and you're looking to relax and you're able to work either from home or you're like either in the medical industry or the hospitality industry, this place could be the place for you. But for sure, don't show up without a plan.
Yeah, but again, you made it sound like it's affordable.
Well, no, it's not affordable. You're going to work your ass
and
off.
That's the thing. Also, childcare out here is crazy. Every parent that I know tries to get their child into a preschool that takes them as young as possible because both parents have to have a job, if not a couple of jobs. It's not affordable. It's quite difficult. You have to be able to hustle. And that's the thing. A lot of people come out here and they swear that, oh, I'm going to be able to do this. This is going to be so simple. All I have to do is this. I'll stay,
I'm going to make Maui my wench.
Yeah.
No.
And next thing you know, there's a lot of people that we see and they're living on the streets.
Yeah, it's sad, really.
And it's very hard. I tried getting into the hospitality industry out here, and and I have experience in it, and nothing at all.
It's rough.
It is. And so I can only imagine someone who's definitely younger and has more available time, and it's still hard.
Yeah.
So if you have children, make sure you have a good job.
Yeah, and or a really good structure where the kid's going to be in school for part of the day.
Right.
All right, so the last thing we want to talk about is the channel itself. Michigan to Maui is not just about moving from Michigan to Maui or our story or the perception of what it's like in Michigan versus what it's like here. We're going to talk about a lot of different things. This is an evolving project.
We're hoping to give, it's almost like a variety.
Yeah, a variety show.
Oh, yeah, I have.
We're not going to be doing acts or comedy sketches or anything like that. That's not what we mean.
No.
But we'll be talking about, I'm going to say the things that are on the list.
Okay.
All right, so the best of Maui, the stuff that people that live here know about, and if you're going to be a tourist, you should know about it too, just so that you have something to do instead of, sitting on a beach all day, because there's other stuff to do here. We're going to talk about our life and the day-to-day operations of our family and how things are going for us, because as you get to know us, you'll find that I think we're pretty interesting. I don't know, but I'm always amazed that we keep living here. I'm working a lot and I enjoy what I do, but at the same time, I like taking a time out to talk to other people like you and find out what you think of our show and what do you think of our lifestyle. And if you've got a goal not dissimilar to ours, if there's some advice that we can give you, we're happy to tell you more specifics about the logistics of us getting here, the trials and tribulations,
so
the cost.
If that's something that you would like to see, leave a message so that, a comment so that we know. And if, that's something that you want to hear about, let us know what it is that you want to know about the island so that we can go either tell you about it or go find out for you.
So we're planning on this show being a long-term thing. This is not just a couple of episodes where we're out. This is something that we're really passionate about. We moved here with the idea and intention of doing this. We wanted to tell people about our story because, quite honestly, it's pretty amazing. The fact that we even got here the way we did, amazing. I'm just still flabbergasted about it each and every day. I wake up, walk into my living room, look at the ocean, look at my children, look at my beautiful wife, and thank my lucky stars every day that I'm able to do this. And like I said, it's not easy, but it's going to be an ongoing story, and you're welcome to join us each and every week.
Exactly. So, and that's going to be coming out on Saturdays. We're looking to have the show up Saturday evenings, if not earlier.
Yep.
But Saturday's the day. So we're thankful that you've joined us on this episode, and we're hoping that that you come back and
And check us out.
Yeah, check us out, see what we're doing, and let us know what you're doing and what you would like to hear or see.
Yeah, we take requests.
Yeah, I'm not doing any water sports or anything like that.
I might. And so might my boy. You up for that, boy?
Yes.
Okay. That was hesitant.
I know.
Maybe.
One of the times I got into the ocean, it was like a washing machine. I had sand, my hair for 2 weeks. I washed my hair really well every single day.
She looked like a castaway.
Man, I had sand that would just all of a sudden, from God only knows where, would just trickle down, and it freaked me out. And then it would just be sand, just for weeks.
All right, so no water sports for her necessarily. We'll see.
No, but we're hoping for you to see how well island life can be.
We're going to film probably Sunday, maybe Monday, so that, I have work to do throughout the week. So more than likely I'll do that, edit, so that you guys have a fresh copy every Saturday. But until then, please like our show, tell your friends about us. And, if you'd like, subscribe. We'll send you reminders. Anything else?
No, that's about it.
This has been the first step.
Bell button.
Huh?
Be sure to hit the bell button.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure you get notifications.
Oh, yeah. Like he said, please hit the bell button to make sure that you get notifications. We're still new to this.
Yeah, we're reading books and stuff on how to do this stuff. But, thank you very much. And
thank you.
Mahalo.
Mahalo nui loa. Until next time, this has been Michigan to Maui, Rico,
And
Myra, and our boy Frederick, the camera guy.
All right.
Take it easy.